Hey guys, and welcome to another video. We have something kind of special today. As you probably know if you watch my channel, I'm trying not to buy a lot of fans because I ordered too many, all that thing. But I couldn't pass this up, and I didn't know it came with a box. Look at this. So we have some interesting stuff. We'll take a closer look at the box for sure. But before we get any further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. So I haven't really seen the fan. I wanted to wait so that we can have a first look together at this guy. And we open it up here, and we can see a plastic handle and whatnot, so which isn't broken. Nice switch there. So I don't know anything about this. It doesn't look like there's anything else in the box with it, and I did not look at it when I picked it up. So let's go ahead and pop this thing out of here. I'm probably going to need two hands. Look at that. All right, so here we go. We have an export motor. So that is a GE motor with the oil tubes, and we have some neat. There you go. I'm just dropping the camera. So we have these neat clips here. That's pretty cool looking. Clips for the grill. And then the spring clips here, which remind me a lot of, what do you call it? What are we talking about here? The fan I'm thinking about is Monarch. We have a little label in there for our Wells Products Incorporated. But this looks a lot like a Burns Air King Monarch type situation, except for the blades. Let's turn it around. Alright, so here it is out of the box. Two speeds, high and low. We have an interesting blade set here, but it doesn't look too weird. We see it does have a little set screw situation. At first it looked a little bit like a signal blade. Other thing I'm noticing that this is early enough to be a one-piece Venturi ring, whereas later on in the later 60s and 70s, the companies figured out they could just make the three corners and spot weld them in and it would work like a ring, right? The handle's intact. Check that out. We have a cool sticker on here for proper care of your filter fan. Remove and wash filter when it shows dirt accumulation. Remove filter for when exhausting. Fan warranty is subject to proper care and use with the filter on motor side of fan only. Don't see any way to put the filter on. We'll take a look closer. I don't know what that all means and all that stuff. The fan has kind of an interesting story. But first, let's see if the blades move, because I'm not really sure. I'm a little curious to see if the blades move at all. And I'm just going to give them a... Oh, okay. So that's not so bad. It's pretty little dirty, but no rust, really. It doesn't look that rusty. Ooh, I see where the filter might have gone when they did that. There's a little clip thing here at the top, which most box fans don't have. So maybe that would have had something to do with the filter, you know? Although I only see one of those clips. I don't see one anywhere else on the front here. Is there anything on the back? It does have one on the back. Not really sure what you would have done with a filter. Unless that's the point of these clips. Maybe that's where it held it in. I don't know. This is all a really good question. If you know anything about the filter situation with this, let me know. Just so much old school stuff like this cord. At the moment, we'll say this is the original cord. It looks like it might be. And but look at this rubber band. I don't know. You can't buy rubber bands like this no more. Forget about it. So I'm gonna plug it in. Let's see if it fires up. All right, looking at the bottom of the fan again, no rust really, for it being stored in the box, I guess. I don't know, but it has a grommet, and the cable does not. The power cord does not seem to be frayed. Looks okay for now, anyway. A little stressed there, but clear. And we got both feet, and both these screws are for the hooks. You'll notice that they're Phillips head. And the wire is pretty kosher all the way down, seems anyway, to be, pretty reasonably supple and not cracked all the way up and down. We did look, and then there's the other 2 feet. So it's feeted up. There's no stickers or anything on the bottom here to tell us much. But let's go ahead and turn it back onto its side and plug it in. All right, she's plugged in and ready to test. First one is high. Smooth, not a lot of vibration. Cool. Let's go to low. That just runs nice and dandy, doesn't she? Nice and mellow, not shaking a lot. Pretty good. So we'll do a quick high and then spin down, and then the next thing we'll do is clean her up a little bit. This is a Bradford, and a lot of these Bradford stores, I think, were in like Connecticut and New York State. I don't remember them in New Jersey, and you don't see these fans in Massachusetts where I live. I happen to be in Connecticut, so going to get this fan worked out pretty good. Pretty nice spin down. These General Electric the export motors generally you don't seem to find them stuck, and you don't seem to find them to have too many issues, other than some of them have the aluminum wiring and they can short out. But this isn't the reversible one, so I don't think that's going to be an issue, because I think it's the reversible ones. The other thing is that this is a pretty cool story. Let's get the box back and we'll talk about the story. I'm going to take a little look around the box, which again, I didn't know that it had a box with it. W.T. Grant Company model W2028FX. Code 1461. Pretty cool little sticker. It's got some writing on it. Do not drop or lay on side. Fragile, handle with care. This end up you got. A nice cool arrow thing. And this is what she wanted to see before we left. So I went and met these folks, and they reminded me an awful lot of my grandma and grandpa, especially the gentleman. Reminded me of the old Grandpa Hess. And so W.T. Grant, Colony Road, Wallingford, Connecticut. And so package number 64356, and her recollection of it, here's the way it went: Wells Products, Carroll Street, Buffalo, New York, right? So this was sent to Connecticut, and here's some box production information, as you do. Just a cool little sticker, and it's all taped together, but this is all in pretty good shape considering its age. And all this, there's a little writing on top of the box as well. And so she told me that the reason that this fan got bought, there was 2 of them, and that in what she said was 1965 they were bought new. And the reason was because her mother had owned these cottages by the ocean in Connecticut. I forget what part exactly. And they would spend all summer there, and then the mother sold them, and they were upset. The kids were upset, so Mom bought these 2 window fans so that the kids would have the fresh sea breeze to come in the windows. So it was like a consolation, these fans for the 2 kids. And so I guess this is the one survived. I asked her where's the other one, they didn't know. But they found this when they were cleaning out the parents' house, I guess, a number of years ago. And or now, I don't know, she just posted it. So I went and grabbed it, and they were nice people, and I was late getting there. They were nice to hold on to it, and it's a pretty cool fan. I really love the badge, and I've never seen a Bradford before. Is it just a Burns Air King? I don't know, but the back strap, the mount for the motor and the G export motor, it kind of looks like it could be, you know. There's a little bit of a down spot in this, a little dent maybe, you know, these cases, some of these cases. I mean, that's what, honestly, what the both Burns Air Kings look like. Have a bit of that vibe to them. Let me show you, I can show you. So here's the 58 Burns Air King, and here's that strap type motor mount with the pushed out boss there, just like that. So now let's go look at the other one. So here's the boss on the Wells Grant, and yeah, this looks very similar, wouldn't you agree? So maybe they just copied it, maybe not, I don't know. Let's run it one more time for you. And just because it's a fan video, we'll run it one more time. We'll start to load this time, and sorry for the weed whacker noise. Pretty nice, no buzz. A little bit of a high-low speed, but that's okay. Considering it's not rusty, I mean, it's in pretty darn good shape. And that's how I like to find them. So the next video or so, we'll start cleaning it up a little bit, see if the blades will come off. I've never had one of these export motors apart. Don't know that they come fully apart, but we will try to get a little dirt out of it. So anyway, there's your WT Grant, or Bradford. I see WT Grant, but Bradford. But it wasn't it Brant's Grant Bradford. So there's like, I don't know. But that's the deal. So there's your Bradford van. Let me know if you know any of the histories on these. If you're old enough to remember the Bradford Grant stores, how that all worked. Let me know your thoughts. And like I said, we'll come back to this one, clean it up a little bit. She sure deserves it. And it's a good fan. I got it for 25 bucks. But I drove far to get it, so wasted some money on gas. Had lunch, so it wasn't a freebie. But you don't see these around here. Honestly, this is a pretty uncommon fan. You don't see them anywhere, so I had to go grab it. And we'll take good care of her. And it's nice that it's got its box. You know what I mean? So there you go. So thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this one, and we will clean it up a little bit so we can use it. And there you go. Thanks for watching.